Good morning, team. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. I'm Corey, and thanks for joining me for BattleSnake Sunday. Okay, there's like a hair on my camera lens. Let me see if I can get it without getting my finger too much in screen. There we go. I don't think you guys saw that, but it was gonna bother me all stream if I didn't get that. Well, thank you again for joining me. I'm Corey, and this is BattleSnake Sunday, where we're gonna do some BattleSnake and chat about it and maybe make some edits to the board repo today to add some numbers. There's a good discussion bit we will get to in just a second. Thank you for joining me, everybody. So if you are just stumbling in or don't know about BattleSnake much, let's do my quick intro for that. You can see this little BattleSnake game. My face could be covering it, so let's move it over here just a touch. There we go. BattleSnake is an online programming game where you control one of these snakes by writing a web server. So you write a web server that gets the whole game state every time. The server will send you where the snakes are, where food might be, and all of that as a JSON payload, and you just have to decide which direction your snake should move, up, down, left, or right, and you return that as another JSON response. And that is the basics of BattleSnake, and your goal is to be the last one alive and outsmart the other snakes. And so yeah, we're gonna chat about BattleSnake today, and one of the things that I think I want to look at is this discussion item for adding X and Y lines to the game preview, which I think would be a fun thing to hack on. We can pull up the rules repo and see if we could get that added in, maybe behind a toggle. And I've done one of these, I think, before to the rules repo, which with the same style, adding a toggle. This was for the scrubber. So like I have an idea of what we're doing, so I think we might dive into that in just a second. And then the other thing that I think I will get to maybe at the end or at some point, I'm not sure, is I think I want to get a little survey out to the BattleSnake community, the BattleSnake Discord, about what they'd like to see on some BattleSnake streams. I've been doing these weekly ones, but I haven't had any specific content, and I think I'd like to maybe have, well, one, I think I'd like to have a better idea going into Sunday what I'm going to work on. I think that'll help make better streams, and also to help me, like, advertise them a bit more, let people know what's going to be going on. But that means I need to, like, have a better idea than I've had in the past, so might try to get a survey out to the community to have some discussions and hopefully help figure out what you might want to see in some BattleSnake content. Is that more just like, working through random discussion items and, like, improving some of the tools? Is it, more learning sessions, like talking about the min-max blog post was a good example, or something else? What I really think I want to try is doing a BattleSnake developer interview, like podcast style, where we get different developers on and I can host like little mini interviews or something. I think that would be a lot of fun if there's interest for that. So I think I might do a little survey at the end to see, or we'll write a little Google form survey likely, and we'll send it out afterwards to see what everyone might wanna watch. If you have thoughts about that, you are more than welcome to let me know in chat ahead of time. Or if you have ideas of what kind of questions you are curious about to hearing from the BattleSnake community, again, just let me know. But I think we're gonna dive into this. So this was Alexandra Martinez, is a BattleSnake developer and a developer advocate at MuleSoft, and she has this great idea of adding the XY coordinates to the board. So if we go to the doc site for BattleSnake, under playing BattleSnake, maybe? Nope. There's a nice, or I believe there's a nice little graph, or what I'm looking for is a nice little yeah, about the different objects. The board, this one, yeah. So in BattleSnake, the board XY positions start at 0, 0 in the bottom left, and then, X's go in the X direction and Y's go in the Y direction. So we're always in this positive quadrant with 0, 0 in the bottom left. And that's, sometimes 0, 0 will be in the top left for these kind of systems, so good to know where it is. And then because of that, it would be really nice if when you're just watching a game, so if we were just to take a look at a game replay. Let's look, I guess, at one of the leaderboards. Let's take my not doing. Oop, well, that didn't get me to games. We'll look at a improbable Irene. Oh man, none of these are getting me to a game quite yet. Okay, let's create a game then. That'll be easy. Let's add Hobbs and improbable Irene just to a standard game. It would be nice if this game board could have the X and Y coordinates like along the edges here, or maybe there's an option in the settings here to add that. And so I think that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to pull down the board repo, or see if I already have it cloned locally, and we will add that. So the board repo is a pretty standalone React app that, you know, talks to the engine over WebSockets, but exists separately, which is really nice for this like composability, being able to hack on it and stuff. So we will get the rules repo pulled down next. Okay, let's see. I was working on my blog last, so let's see if we have the board repo pulled down. Under projects, do we have board or BattleSnake board? I don't think so. Okay. One more, CD to projects, G clone, and then let's go get GitHub, BattleSnake official, not the feedback repo though, we want the board repo, and let's clone that. Okay. And then if we just take a look, actually, let's just open it in the editor. That'll be easier. Open folder. Now there should be something under projects for board. Yep. I assumed it would be in the previous few days because I just made it, but there we go. It was like cache in the folder. Okay, so here we go, and let's see, take a look at the readme, and create a .env local file for the host. Okay, cool. So we're gonna want to set the host to 1.7 and not localhost because of this course callout. Love that. So let's make this new file. .env local, and let's do host equals 127.0.0.1. Cool. Awesome. npm start is what we're eventually going to want to run. One sec, team, gotta sneeze. Okay, sorry about that. And what were we doing? We were going to run npm install. Love the nice fun deprecation warnings. It also said in the readme here, it requires node 1019. I'm trying to run it on node 16. Let's just see if it works, and if it doesn't, I will go with an older node for sure. Cool. I think probably just start. Start. Oops, didn't need to do that. Start. Yeah, what's running? Let's actually just do no. So I've been, oh, but then I'll kill this one too. So I recently switched to this computer from using Tmux to using Zelij as my, you know, terminal like tabs and panes controller. And I like it, but it's not set up how I'm used to for Tmux, so I just have like abandoned shells just kind of running here. That's like not the most helpful. And now it doesn't want to make a new tab. New? That'll work. Oh, new tab is that. Pane is P. Okay, yep. But if I just do like list sessions, I believe. Yeah. Oh, not as many as before. I've rebooted recently. But I like don't have an easy way in my workflow to hop to these yet. I can definitely just use this other day. Let's just like launch or something or attach. But I'm on a tangent. Okay, I just wanted to get this working, and it is. Awesome. Okay, so now I need to give it an engine URL and a game. And what I can actually do is I'm going to open this as a real tab. We'll pin it even. And let's pull up this game. If we look at this is actually going to give us the params that we can just pass to our local instance. It says the engine and the game, and it has hide logo true, but we don't need that last parameter. Just an extra query param. Okay, so if we drop these in here, we're going to use the actual engine, which is the cool part about how these are composable. I don't actually have to have the engine running locally to use the local board. So there, if we do that, oh, game no longer available. I don't think that's actually true. I think we might be getting an error of some kind. Yeah, we're getting a cores error. So I thought localhost was supposed to fix that. But it doesn't look like it did. Yeah, the cores is definitely just getting blocked. Is present on the requested resource. Okay. So I thought this was supposed to work around those with the not doing localhost and doing 127. It could be that it needs port 3000, which has a different thing bound to it right now. But I could probably find that and get rid of it if I need to. Do I have the thing that lists all the ports? Maybe not. Yeah. Okay. I didn't really expect to have these cores issues, but I've done this before, so it's definitely possible. I'm actually gonna go refill my water real quick, and I'll be back in 10 seconds, team. Okay, I am back. I just actually want to like see what the core stuff is set as, but there we go. Response headers. Hit from CloudFront. It doesn't say anything about that. Isn't that also what the error said though too? Because it says has been blocked by course policy. No access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource. If an opaque response serves your needs, set the request mode to non-course to fetch resource with course disabled. If an opaque response serves your needs, I actually don't know what that means. Won't magically make things work. In fact, it makes things worse because one of the effects it has is tell browsers block my front-end JavaScript code from seeing content of the response body and headers under all circumstances. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not sure what that even does. Okay, how am I gonna get around this? But like, what is, like, there should be things that it does send as allowed, right? Oh, but I guess I forgot. That's the whole thing. This thing knows what server I'm coming from. So if it just knows that, it won't return it if I'm on a different one. Okay, so I guess I kind of want to see if it's because it's running on a different port. So let's stop it on this port. Let's just do it this way. This isn't the best way to do it, but if I just get rid of all of these, I can open up another one. This one should now open on 3. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, so let's see if I can find this node process. Which directories are you in? Yep, this is it. Kill that node process. Force quit that node process. Is one of these other node processes restarting that node process? Yeah, very well, possibly. Yep, these are all node processes that I want to kill. Wait a sec, did that just spawn new ones from the same spot? That's amazing. Why won't this one get killed? That's pretty impressive. Like, it's really, really hanging on there. It does not want to get killed to release the port. Wow. Okay, yeah, I guess we're just gonna run it on a different port. I think I've had things where I needed to run it with HTTPS, but maybe that was something different. I've done this before, and so how can I get it to load these assets? Yep, let's do another port instead, since I just can't seem to... Actually, oops. I already have this open with all the query parameters I want. Yeah, so it's just not able to fetch these. Refer, yeah, so it does have the 3001 in there, and it's making me a bit worried that it wants to be on 3000. Okay. OSX kill process on port. Yeah, so this kill. It just changes to a new one. It's super impressive. Nope. Man, it because this is the exact same thing, and it's just not gonna work, because it's just gonna keep spawning new ones. I don't know where its like parent process is enough to cancel it, apparently. Or wait, no, that's gotta tell me where its parent process is. It kind of just has to. 95025. Yeah, so this one. Parent process this one. Parent process this one. There we go. Okay. Launch D. Interesting. Yeah, okay. But if I go to this one, yep, I can go up to this node, up to, there we go. This bash. Haha! We did it. We did it. We found the right parent process to finally clear. Okay. That was fun. Thanks for bearing with me, team, while we work through that. Now, let's see if that actually solves our core's issues. Ah, well, yep, now the port's wrong. Yep, there we go. Wow, okay, so we just need actual localhost 3000. So let's add that to the README, just to make it clear. Oh, if you change the local port used by the server, the board might not work. Hey, look at that. I actually just had to read. Yeah. Yeah, I think that should go in and configure maybe, only because it's like... Could leave it in both places, I guess. I think I want to do that. I think I want to do that, yeah. Okay, so then let's put this back where it was. I'm fine with that being here. No, that wasn't an install and run. That was down here. That probably just didn't have a space. Yeah, but it's nicer with a space. I agree, autocorrect. Okay, there we go. So added that note to the docs just so that it's there. Though it was already there, I just didn't read well. So I added it to the spot that I missed it from. But we finally got our local repo and it can play this game. This game already happened. It's the one we ran when we got started, but that's okay. We'll just use this game as a replay game for testing this basically. Okay. So I think the first thing that we should do is add a little toggle to our playback settings menu and get like that worked out. So let's just take a look at the code and I need to remind myself a little bit about how this works and we'll dive in. Okay, so at the top level we have our app. Renders some stuff. It renders a route for if we are on settings. We open the settings page, or else we render the game page. But the settings page is like exactly what I want. And this is where we have all the format elements. And I think this is exactly where we want to add our thing. So there's all of these selectors, which are broken out with use selector. It looks like a hook from React Redux. Awesome. Okay, so then these, like current theme, is from settings slice. Let's just look at these. I think this is a little different than last time I was in this code base, but that's awesome. The function below is called a selector and allows us to select a value from the state. Selectors can also be defined inline where they're used instead of in the slice file. For example, use selector, just grab the thingy out of it. Awesome. Okay, so I might need to add something to the state. Create slice initial state from defaults. Yep. So like, yeah. Okay. So let's add something to our state as a default. And what do we want to call this? This is going to be like show coordinate labels. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, no, it's not going to want to comment at the end. Okay, awesome. So I can add one of these here. Export const current current coordinate. Like, what did I... Oh, it's in the other file. Coordinate labels, current coordinate labels. So it doesn't really... Current show coordinate labels, yeah. Cool. So then with that, I can do const show coordinate labels. use selector, current show coordinate labels, show coordinate. Nope, that should come from here. It just doesn't want to auto import for me, but I think it should just be that. Yep, okay, awesome. What? Oh, that doesn't work in TypeScript apparently. What are you? What are the types? Oh wait, we're not in like a TypeScripty repo. This is more JavaScripty. Okay. So most things are gonna be any's. Okay. How does like show frame scrubber get used? Theme selected, theme changed. So those are just different. Theme changed. Yep, that's an action. Theme selected and theme changed are of course different from different places. Okay. Because it does both of those, and it does both of those with a dispatch. Okay. Got it. Theme selected, theme changed. Yep. So like we could, okay. So we could add like maybe oh wait, field set? Nope, okay. I think we can add another one of these divs. For show coordinate labels. Checked is show coordinate labels. Show coordinate labels updated. That doesn't exist yet. View the word yank. Okay. Does it have text? Feels like it should have text somewhere. Ah, I see. Yes. Okay, so the field set. I do want everything in the field set. Grab the start of the field set. Oh, it already had an end of the field set because I did it. That one. Does that mean we want an end of the field set here though too? Probably. Is not defined. Yes, I know that. Show coordinate labels. The frame scrubber could probably get unexperimentalized sometime soon. It's been there for a while. Display progress bar that shows current frame. Adds coordinate labels to this game board. These go from 0 to, yep. To make it easier to debug your games, to debug games. I don't know, that works. And we will link to this feedback item, because we have it. Perfect. So now we just need the updated, which is like this. Setting slice dot actions. Okay. Show coordinate labels updated. Updated. Ah. Show, yep, coordinate labels updated. Cool, so compiling now. I like that. I like that. Okay. I'm not sure it's doing anything, but I think... Oh, it's toggleable and then it just breaks. Object is not a function. Show coordinate labels updated. Okay, so... Show coordinate labels updated. Yeah, these, like, we're decomposing this from dot actions. Oh. There we go. I just had to do the method for coordinate labels updated. That's where these actions came from, the reducers, I think. I'm not super great at Redux, so if you are and you're in chat, let me know if I messed that up. But I think I didn't. Yeah, well, that's because I didn't have a refresh. There we go. And we leave it on and we refresh. Oh, so it doesn't seem like it's saving to local storage, but that makes sense because I think that's a separate thing if I remember correctly. But let's take a look at that then. Setting store listener. I think this is what I'm looking for. If okay, so if it doesn't equal what the get local setting does, we set it. Yep, okay. On, refresh, off. Okay, so that didn't set it. That pulled it nicely though. Setting store listener. Yeah, okay, so where else do we call this? But I can look at my application. This should show me the local storage for it. And it's just undefined right now. Oh, wait, oh, okay. So it's not hydrating correctly. There we go, rehydrate local settings. I need this one. If a type of... Oh, wait, why is this check? Okay, one sec. Open, let show coordinate labels. Yeah. Open if it's undefined, then we use the initial settings. Else. Okay, so if what we got from local storage is undefined, you use the initial setting. Else, we see if it's equal to the string true. Perfect. Undefined, true, refresh, undefined. Wait, it's still undefined? Really thought that one was gonna be it. Why is it flipping back to undefined every time? Because I don't freaking return it. False. There we go. True. Refresh. True. False. Perfect. And now if I clear it, refresh. False. Yep, perfect. Okay. There we go. Now we got that saving all the way through the stack. So let's make a branch. Coordinate labels. Nope, I need my... Which branch am I branching off of thing? Okay. Get a setting type through local storage. We have a checkbox on the settings page that can round trip through local storage nicely. Also touched up the readme a bit since I missed the bit. It's the part about the port. No. No. Wow, that was annoying. So moved it to where I was reading. So added it to the cores, to the Sentence I was reading. I don't know. Not a great commit message. It'll do. Wow. That was pretty aggressive thing. Actually, not sure who to blame. I think that was just VS Code. I don't think that was Copilot. Okay, we got the setting piped through local storage. Awesome. So now I think I should be able to like use it in places. So let's like go to the game. Let's close all of these. Go to the game page. Okay, so here we have our options. We get things out of queries. Okay, so this is like a little too far up from everything. Here's game. There we go. Where all of the CSS is using styled divs. There we go. And I think this is okay. So this gets options from the options. Okay, so like I can add the prop to game, which I might need to do. Yeah, I think so, because this seems like where all the stuff is happening. Yep. Okay, so like which components are we gonna want to play with? Okay, so board. There's board. Okay. Probably can add it to board. Board feels like the right place for it for sure. Board. Show coordinate labels equal options show coordinate labels. Yep. And then options I think was from this.props. Yep. Awesome. So we just pass that down to board. Board doesn't know what to do with it yet. Right now it just opens an SVG pretty much immediately. Ooh, that's fun. Am I gonna learn how to SVG a little bit here? Maybe I'm gonna. Okay. So grid just render part, render head part. So this has to just have a loop somewhere, right? Render grid. Wait, so does this have an SV? Why does this have an SVG? Or do we have multiple nested SVG elements here? And is that necessary? Interesting. It does something. Because it definitely changed it when I removed. Oh no, it's just because it had a sibling. Okay, I don't think this outer one is doing anything. Did I stop it? Oh, I must have. Didn't mean to do that. Close that one because this one has the query prims. Oh, okay, so it definitely does something. Awesome. Oops, I didn't want that. I wanted the other one. Oh no, I didn't want to. I wanted to toggle it in. Okay. Okay. So, the double SVG is definitely important. Does that mean I can slot it in though in the middle of those two? Because that would be pretty cool. If like okay, so let's just try messing with stuff. Okay, we got the board. Yep, this has the thing that then just does the SVG underneath, but like maybe what's board size? Oh, board. Oh, okay, so this is just a 100% view boxy thing. Gotcha. So I probably don't want to mess with this. I think. Well, let's see. What happens if I change this to 110? right? Bump it up by 10%. Okay, so that didn't seem to do anything. That didn't seem to do anything. Okay. Yeah, but if I just do the things inside, yeah, okay, so I think I want to go inside of it. That seems to be the place that's gonna have the better shot of making this work well. Oh, we're just at a quiet part of a song. I'll skip forward a bit. Okay. Okay, so I think we want to go into grid. Show coordinate labels. This dot prop show coordinate labels. Yep, passing it down. So now we're in grid. And grid's gotta just have a render. If there's snakes, render grid. Okay, that's fine. We can be in render grid. So we go through all the snakes. Viewbox width and height based on the number of rows and the number of columns. X and Y. Okay, 0, 0. Oh. What if I like try to give it space? The goal here is to like make this only take up 10% of the space and have 10% around the outside. Oh, is that still at 200? Okay, well, let's change that to 100 again. Yep. Okay. Oh, that worked exactly right, except I don't want it. Okay, cool. So I think I can maybe adjust these things that I passed down to this. Okay, so like const max width equals board size. Const label adjustment. So this is where we're going to do the label adjustment. It's, yeah, so it's if we are showing the coordinates, we have a 10 adjustment, else we don't have anything. Minus the label adjustment, const max height with the label adjustment. These just get passed down as max width and max height. And then the X and the Y. So const X equals this dot props. Actually no, so just that. Just label adjustment. Const Y equals no. This is just starts at 0 because I want the labels to be at the bottom, not the top. Okay. Turn show coordinate. Yeah, I actually probably don't need to pass that down to this because now what I have is room for these up here. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It almost looks like too much room if we're being honest. Oh, and if I want these on this grid, no, they might want to be inside here. I don't know. Let's see what this looks like, but I'm a little worried that like if I just take one of these and plop it out here. Well, first it just removed it, which is funny. It's not exactly what I wanted, I don't think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this just isn't 0. Oh, okay, yeah, but this is like not like 10 or something with. Yeah, so this is just like the numbers here would be very different than the numbers there, but like I can maybe. Oh no, because like it depends on the size of these things. Yeah, okay, no, I'm gonna need to do it I'm gonna need to do it inside. Show coordinate labels, yep. Then I think I actually just wanted to undo all of this because this is, I don't want to do it outside, I want to do it inside the grid. This was a good idea, but I just need to like match up with the grid better, so I just basically think I need to do it inside. Okay. Yep. Get rid of that. We're going back to just standard here. Okay, there we go. Pass that down. This can go back to 100. Okay, and then inside grid, we're gonna need to do some stuff. Okay, so render grid. Grid rows. What is grid rows used for? Okay. So when we go to render, or is it like, do I want to do it when we get initialized? Do we have an initialize hooky place for this one? Probably, because it looks like it's a but maybe we don't have an initialize function. We can just do it before we render, I guess, right? If this dot props dot show coordinate labels. So if we're showing coordinate labels here, this dot props dot rows plus equals 1. This dot props dot columns plus equals 1. So we add 1 to rows and columns. Can't assign to read only property rows of object O, so I can't change the props. That like doesn't surprise me that much, but it would have been cool if it was not true. I think that's why you save things to, yeah, okay, so then we want like initialize. Actually, I don't even know what that looks like. I'm so not used to writing these. Didn't one of these have a initialize thingy? This one has a component did mount, but that's not really an initialize. React class component initialize. Constructor. Yeah, got it. Okay, back to grid. Okay, so then like this dot show component labels equals this dot props dot show coordinate labels. Because then, oh wait, no, but that's not really the ones I wanted to do it for. I wanted to do it for the row, the height and the width is what I was thinking. Yeah, this is actually a little trickier than I thought. Definitely doable. Just a little trickier than I thought. So we go through all the snakes and we like just fill in some stuff. And then for the number of rows and columns, we do all that. Yeah, okay, this is a little trickier than I wanted it to be. Because I'm not even really sure that just setting the rows and columns is the right answer. Well, first, how often do we see this? 4 times. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, so like that's a very reasonable amount of things to change. Okay. So let's just keep going, and we'll see what happens when I add one more column and row. This dot rows equals this dot props dot rows, this dot columns. Okay, perfect. This one I don't even need as much. If this dot props show coordinate labels, yeah, we increase it by 1. Perfect. Okay, and then if we look for the next time this happens, this now just wants to be this dot rows. This dot props dot rows just wants to be rows. This just wants to be that. That 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 one wants to stay. Is that like the only one? Perfect. Okay. Still running? Oh, is it off? Nope, it's on. You're not running? Console.log. That'll work. Yeah, grid constructor, false. Grid constructor, true. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, so 12, 12. Yeah, okay, so something isn't doing the math right. Oh, cell size is hard-coded? That's because this has got to be using... when we render the max width, max height, viewbox width, viewbox height. Yeah, but this uses this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, because of course it does. Didn't think about that. Oh, nice. Range with okay, so this is interesting now though, because like what I want to do is reserve zeros, reserve the 0th, so that when you just go through the grid for this loop, is this the only time range is called 3 times? Yeah, okay, perfect. So when you go through this loop, you don't actually use the zeros, but like, yeah, 2 grid space X and Y. Yeah, so like these would need to be adjusted so that this is a little bit trickier than I wanted. Like it almost makes me want to go back and do it on the outside, but I think that's going to be tricky too. Because I know how many things exist on the outside, I guess, right? I feel like I'm just going to be duplicating some of this math though. Okay, so these are being set, they're just being graphed normally. So I don't want to just mess with that. Okay, so maybe I don't even need these at all, but like, that's fine. Const Well, that's nicer. That would actually be kind of cool to move it in here for those reasons, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Craft rows equals this dot props dot show. Right? Yeah. Okay. It just wasn't auto completing for me. Show coordinate labels. Yep. Yeah, so like I think I just need to like change it to this syntax. Yeah, here, then we do one of those. Except this is really the return. Yep, okay, so then I can do... if this dot props dot show coordinate label, that was way too much that it plopped in. Oh no, it didn't plop in much. Okay. If show coordinate labels and row equals 0, return null. Let's just do that for right now, right? So don't render if row equals 0 or we're just in row land right now. Oh, make that actually. Should I just do this though and put it inside here instead? Okay, can I remove this? Replace it with that. Replace it with that. Dang it, I'm not sure if that was the right replace. What do you close? You close that. Okay, so then replace you with that. No, replace you with one of them. Dang it. Okay, so what does that close? Oh, there we go. Okay. When row equals 0 or column equals 0. Oh, perfect. Okay. But like that's not like row equals, so we adjust them back. Oh my gosh, wow, that's fun. Wait, what? Okay, so these don't have zeros, but then when I want to go oh, this is just filling in the rectangles. Okay, so yeah, filling in the rectangles. That's all I want to do. I don't need to do any adjusting here. But like the two grid space thing. So I think these two functions, I can pull them. Oh, no, I cannot. They are used by everything here. This is getting a little harder than I expected it to throw these in. Because... okay, I kind of want to go back and try the outside way again. G go BA main plus chord. And then this is inside here. Whip. Okay, cool. How far back do I want to go? Not that far back. Why can't I? What's going on? Keyboard's just not working. There we go. Just hit the USB, I think. Okay. Get it piped through local storage. Perfect. Let's go back outside of it. It kind of feels like I should do it. I can do it out here. Yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I can do this outside. No, but it's not going to line up nicely. Like, if I want it to line up nicely, I have to do it inside the grid. It's just, like, pretty... Yeah, no, it's just how it has to be. I at least need to be in the world where I know all of these sizes. I guess I can just do it in both, in theory, right? Can I just draw things outside of the view box? My thought was, what if I don't mess with the grids and I just position them at negative coordinates? I like that a lot. That's way better. If I can position them off grid in the negatives, right, then I can have the outer board resized to give that space, and it'll just fill negatively with an overflow, in theory. Okay, I like that thought. Let's see if I can just, like, see that it would work. So let's just return. Let's add one of these recs up top. Okay. -1, -1, -1, -1. Fill it with red. Aw. Oh, I just didn't know about that red. Okay. What if I then do -10, -10, 10, 10. Like, I know this isn't what I wanted, but okay. Perfect. Oh, is the -1 just not going to be here? That's sad. I really thought it was just going to work, right? Oh, yeah, that didn't work great. Actually, what if I just change the sizes of it? Is that good enough? No, so I did need to push it over if I wanted that to happen. Okay. This is what I want though, right? Like, I want this so that it's pushed over enough. This is actually like close to what I want. This is like almost perfect. Just like that -1 isn't the right spot, and red, and it's just not showing up. Oh, cool. Overflow. Auto. SVG, not root, overflow hidden. Yeah, okay. Well, I can just cheat that or something, right? I don't know. There we go. Just that overflow visible. actually overflow. Const overflow equals, yeah, there we go. What? Gotta do these backwards. Oh. This is what I get for trusting Copilot. I didn't pass it through. So nope. Show coordinate labels. Nope. Close though. There we go. Oh, come on. Why aren't you rendering? Overflow hidden. Show coordinate labels. Props show coordinate labels. Yeah, that's... doesn't it get passed down to board though? It probably doesn't. Show coordinate labels. I must have gotten rid of this in one of my commits on accident. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's get all of the conditionals set up here. Const max width, but not quite that. It's this dot props dot show coordinate labels as board size -10. Constant max height is the same thing. Oh wait, board size. This should just be board size. Board size, and then this just gets to be board size, and so do you. Const label adjustment equals 10 minus label adjustment. Oh, that's not how you spell that. Ooh, wow. Like that. Okay. Okay, so then this is const x equals, yep, x. Perfect. And then if we turn it on, they go out of the way. There we go. This is better. This is much better. Okay. So I can just do a render labels. Yeah, I think we'll just have it render them instead of doing something different. So this can just return probably one of these. We're gonna do some ranging. But how does it do it in here? This does it in a for loop, but these do it in a map. Yeah, something like this. Whoop. Put it up here. I just made it perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay, so then we range over. That's not quite right. I think we really just need 2 ranges, and they don't need to be nested. So when we're doing rows, so this is like a label a row. There is no column. Okay, so if we're doing rows, that means we're going this way. So x is always -1. Yep. Fill, I think I also want to try red here, right? I just want to make sure that this gets the labeling right. Yeah, if we show labels, render labels. Oh, what? That was supposed to be perfect. This needs 2 grid space x, -1. There we go. Yeah, we don't just need -1, we needed to adjust it for the grid. Perfect, so we have all of those ones. Then we need another loop for columns. Column, oh, label row, label column. This one, the x needs to be that, the y needs to be this dot props dot rows. So we need it all the way off to the side. Those didn't seem like it came up. That's interesting. Why didn't those come up? I feel like those should have come up. Yeah, no, they're just gone altogether. It's like, that's weird. Why is that happening? It's like they're not even rendering at all though, right? Like, it just doesn't look like it's looping over these. Yeah, it's just not. Well, that's weird. Why would it not be looping over these? Is it just, am I just using columns wrong? Columns. It's columns, not calls. Of course it is. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now that those at least rendered. Two grid space already takes care of that, so I actually do want -1. Got it. Okay. I didn't think 2 grid space did the reversing for me, but it does. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Fill, get rid of the red. Oh. Transparent. Yeah. Okay. SVG letter in rect. Really close now. Text inside a rect. Not possible, but basically you can just position them. Okay, so I think basically I just don't want this to be a rect. I think I just want it to be a text. Map gives me the value, then the index. Oh, so we're just using the index this whole time. That's all we're using. Okay. So texts, now it does have a thing, and now we just do row. Wait. What did it want to do? Isn't that the same as just writing row like that? That's funny, Copilot. What? I thought that was gonna work better. Oh, well, the fill transparent probably doesn't make sense anymore there. Perfect. Okay. That's at least doing something. Is there not a way to manually set the width and height of the rec? That's not what I want to do. You can use foreign object for more control. Wait, what? This one is actually place the text inside the path instead of hiding it to some invisible space above it. Are necessary for me. Whoa, it's not properly supported in Safari. Oh, okay. That's cool though. So it doesn't seem to like, it might not work because Safari might not like it, but that's a really cool answer. Font size equals cell size times 0.8. That's interesting. I wonder why times 0.8. Font size 16. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a little smaller than that. Line height. SVG text size. Like, how can I just set the size of this better? SVG text size fit in box. Text length. Huh. Text path. That is pretty nicely resized. I don't disagree with that. Oops. We'll add spacing to any text roughly between 10 and 20 characters to make it fill the entire width of its parent. Text length and length adjust. Okay. Oh, because I want to adjust the height, not the width. I thought this was going to be the easy part. Wait, but this like has... Oh yeah, I just need the... No font stuff. Why does this not even seem like it's positioned right though? Yeah, because the height and width aren't being respected. Yeah, okay. SVG, text, height, and width. Like, why aren't they being respected? Like, I'd rather just like clip or something than do this. On a path. Yeah, that's fine. Height. Can only be specified on text. Yeah, I get that. It represents the new relative y coordinate of the text for rendering glyphs. Length adjust. A content area is defined by specifying in a text with an inline size property or a shape inside property. Oh, okay. This is kind of what I want. How do I do this? Inline size property? Wait, what? Shape inside property. Oh, so you have to give it a shape. Interesting. Oh. Otherwise, the shape is extracting viewed based on that alpha. Shape inside. SVG shape inside text. Font stretch, font size. Like SVG single character in rect. Like I just want to like a single character inside a rectangle. Not apparently super duper easy. Yeah. A dominant baseline central to center. Vertically simplified things have added transform attribute G to move the origin to the center. Okay. Okay, so I can do something like this. But that's not what I want, I don't think. Is it running? It is running. Yeah, like that's huge still. Like that's not 16 font size either. Like that's way bigger than 16 font size. The width and height's also wrong. Like I don't understand. 66.39 is like what they're supposed to be. But like SVG text line height. How do I set the line height? Officially only supports single line text. Okay, but like that it's just because it doesn't have multi-lines doesn't mean it doesn't have height. Like it still has a height that's based on something. Well, there's this dy thing. Shifts along the y-axis. I don't want to shift it along the y-axis. Oh man, like what? I'm so confused about SVGs. SVGs are super interesting. Shifts, yep, I don't want to shift. Length adjust, text length. Yeah, those aren't what I want. Styling. Font size adjust, font stretch. Maybe font stretch? No. Okay, so how do I put what's just like a generic container? SVG container. Like what do I is it just a G? No, that's a group. Oh, okay. So we make a G. You gotta have all of these. Okay. Okay, so now the groups are just like up here. They don't have like the groups don't take like X and Y's and stuff. I was hoping that was gonna work better. Is that just like because everything's centered? Like if I go, do I? Oh, this is like a expand snippet. Yeah, but like I can't. There's no edit. Oh, that's interesting. It's not hosted somewhere externally. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, also these are like that's not the same one I went to the first time. This is the one I was going to. Interesting. Okay, so they're here, but the height and widths of the groups didn't do anything. If I now just add like a rect here with a fill of red, does it just like do anything? No. Those rects just don't render. Okay. So I don't think groups have height and width. Like that just doesn't, I don't think that makes sense on them. Yep, that seems to match with this. Okay, so I don't, what can I nest? Like what's nestable? Oh, is this where I want to nest another SVG? So I can just embed an SVG inside my SVG. Ooh, that might be closer to what I wanted than anything else so far. Not quite right, but like this is close-ish. Okay, so let's get rid of the rect inside here. Oh, it says text like, yeah, these are all random. I want this to actually respect its width and height. I don't like it not respecting its width and height. Like, why aren't you respecting your width and height? It's like almost like it would be better if I just had SVGs for the numbers instead of dealing with text. It's absurd that that's a thing that I'm considering right now. So I shouldn't be considering that. Like, this isn't even, like, I don't understand why it doesn't. Apparently, like, recs are, like, the only things that I can give heights and widths that actually, like, make sense nicely. Like, I don't really get it. So if the recs I can just throw on there, they're nice and easy. But why can't I throw text anywhere nicely? I'm just switching these back. Okay, because now we're gonna get to that version again. Like I can paint something on the same spot, but that's not the problem. The problem is that, like, I can't. Single character text in rect center. Yeah. An easy solution to center text horizontally. If it's the parent, wait. Set the position of the text to the absolute center of the element in which you want to center it. If it's the parent, you can use that. If it's another element, x should be the x of that element plus half of its width, and similar for y. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. So I just want to... Okay. So, like, what they're saying is that instead of this rect, I could make an SVG, or like SVG parent elements. Like, what can a parent element be? I just don't really SVG group elements. Transformations and its attributes are inherited. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't, like, make its own thing. Okay. I guess that's how most of these work, right? Like most SVG things aren't nestable. Okay, yep. Is a container used to group other elements. But like I could make it an SVG, right? And then we could have a closing SVG. And then I guess what I want to do, they're saying in this is like we want to have a text like this. Except what's in the text is just row. Oh, that's closest. That's the closest I've gotten to something that's reasonable so far. It's still not like quite right, but like it's pretty close. Oh no. Oh yes, like we want to take up like, oh, I don't know, 75% of the height. I don't even think it's gonna, like the height of this just doesn't do it. Like setting the height of this SVG just doesn't really do much. But it does do something. Because it does change something. Right? Well, does it actually? Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Overflow, but I don't want that. I want hidden. Oh. Overflow hidden. Okay, so like SVG size clip. Like I want to SVG height explicit clip. Yeah, none of those are exactly what I want. It's okay. Okay, well that's also that. Okay. Ooh, okay. Why did that do that? I don't know, but I like it. Um, oh, this is pretty much the closest that I've gotten to that. What's interesting is it definitely doesn't actually appear centered in its SVG here. What if I make it a foreign object? Oh my gosh, okay. Can I use foreign object SVG? Oh yeah, just not IE. That's fine. I don't know if I need to support Internet Explorer for this. Everything else supports foreign object. Yeah, so you just literally just plop the number down here. And that seems to work okay. So then can I just like SVG foreign object text center? Um, SVG specific feature. Yeah, okay, well, nothing's helping me, but I think I can just do this. So I can just add like a div. Equals width and height 100%. Display flex. And the div. And then there's another one inside of it, which has a style tag of margin auto, something like that. And then we put that inside that. CSS flex box or CSS center. I don't really care if I use grid. CSS doesn't matter. Container has align items and justify content. Align items, center, justify content, center. I don't even think I needed margin auto on it. Perfect. Height of like 80% or something. There we go. Wow, love it. Okay, got it. So we're doing a foreign object so that I can throw CSS in the middle, basically. I don't love it, but it's gonna work, so I think I like it. I don't think I need that. 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 Yep. Okay, so column, 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 -1, column. There we go. Okay, we are just returning the foreign objects. I did that. It just doesn't notice. There we go. Okay. And then if I go here and do this, everything hops back. We go in there, we do that, it hops back. Woohoo! Okay, and we could definitely do some stuff from here, like, you know, highlight, maybe hovering over these, like, does, like, highlighting of a row. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I like that, and then maybe you could lock it to, like, highlight that, well, like, lock it, and lock the highlight. That would be fun. That would be fun. I like that. Maybe we'll work on that next time. Let's see, what does it look like with the frame scrubber? Yeah, look at that. Like I think maybe I would want to like opacity these a little bit or something. And I guess I might even want to like pull this out into a function. Render label for row, column, label. Return one of those. Label plus row plus column. Column apparently goes there, and label goes in the middle. Awesome. Okay, so then this, instead of the foreign object here, this just becomes this dot render label for row -1 row, and this one is this dot render label for -1 column. And there we go, we got our columns, but now the nice thing here is I can just go in here and do something like opacity half, and there we go. Got a nice grayed out half opacity little labels. Love it. It's great. I love it. Awesome. Okay, well, that is probably enough to open at least like a work in progress BR, let people see what they think, and go from there. Let's get a nice screenshot of this taken. Okay, nice. Let's get a commit made, and okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in this diff, I think. Add coordinate labels. First, we adjust the size of the grid we are going to render within board. And grid is a component, so it should also get added. If we have the show labels enabled, we make the grid inside smaller, so that we have room for the labels. The labels are rendered inside grid, but outside its SVG's bounding box. We allow the SVG to overflow so that labels are visible when the option is set. This allowed us to use -1 for the row/column where the labels went, and means It means we didn't need to modify the rest of the board, the grid generation for this PR. Yeah, awesome. To get the text centered nicely in the cell, we use a foreign object and HTML plus CSS. SVGs don't seem to support text styling as well as HTML, and foreign object seems supported in all non-IE browsers. Okay. Let's take a look at this on GitHub. Just looking at these are all dependency upgrades. Cool. Probably need to push it. Okay. Oh, denied. I thought I had push access to this, but I can push it to a fork. Not a big deal. Yep, definitely don't. Okay, let me fork it. I should have a fork of it already. Oh. Yeah. Check out. Wait, yep. Okay. Check out main. Remote. Add fork. Get full origin main. Okay. Pull theirs. Push to my fork. There we go. Check out this. Push to my fork. Awesome. So now that I've pushed to my fork, I can go back here and do the pull request cross. Add coordinate, add optional. Add optional coordinate labels. Do the grid. This PR implements the feature that was discussed in this feedback item. Now there is a settings toggle that enables the rows and columns to have a numerical label to ease finding the correct coordinate and debugging. Pull this whole thing out and put it in the PR description. Oh, nice. Let's get a screenshot. Oops. Screenshot. Let's make a new screenshot. Copy it. Paste it in. There we go. Awesome. Okay, and now we can take this and I'll post a link to the VOD when I wrap up streaming. Awesome. Okay, we got that nicely implemented. Oh, I guess I can throw a screenshot in here too. Woohoo! Those are centered so much freaking better than I was getting them with an actual SVG text element. Or an object to drop some HTML in. Really was the way to go. Okay. Nice. Okay, I think we are definitely pretty good with that. We got our PR up, we got the feedback issue nice and updated. Is this the PR? No, this is a different tab. Here's the PR. Perfect. Let's move that up. Great. Okay. Let's see. Was there anything else to do? I talked about doing this survey. But I think I might do that offline or off stream. If you have some ideas, definitely hit me up on Discord with what you might want to ask in the survey. But I think I will try to do that soon and get that out for everyone to take a look at. Some of the questions are going to be like, you know, what type of content are you looking for in BattleSnake? Would you want to do an interview? You know, would you want to be interviewed? Would you want to watch interviews? Stuff along those lines. So yeah, look out for that in Discord here shortly if you are wanting to participate in that, and I hope you are. But with that, I think we might wrap up today. Was nice getting this feature implemented. If you have other ideas for, like, you know, suggestions like this for the board repo or anything else, drop them in the feedback repo, and maybe I'll pick them up on a Sunday stream like this. Hopefully this was interesting to people as well to watch, and yeah, I think I am going to head out here now, team, but I will definitely be back on Wednesday for another probably non-BattleSnake related stream, but another stream nonetheless. And then next week I will probably be doing some more BattleSnake streaming as well. But I think I'm gonna wrap up. Ooh, I am still gonna wrap up, but one more quick announcement-y type thing. I do want to pick a date for the next BattleSnake tournament. I'm thinking in like a month and a half or 2 months, so we are in March, April, so maybe in May, middle of May sometime is what I'm thinking. I'll put a date out in Discord and we'll like soft pick that date, and then over the next week or so I want to finalize like the number of participants, if we have to run 2 tournaments, 1 tournament, stuff like that, and you know, in maybe a week or 2 we will get a tournament up that actual people can actually register for. So be on the lookout for both the announcement for the tentative date probably later today, and an official announcement with an actual sign up page and everything in like a week or 2, I think. So with that, I think I will wrap up here for the day, team, but thanks for coming along and hanging out on stream. I hope you had a good time, and I hope this feature with adding the labels is helpful to everyone. We'll try to get it reviewed and add it to the live rules here shortly. Thanks everyone, have a good Sunday. I'll see everyone later. Bye.